The Square Ball Podcast.
Hello there, welcome to the show. This is the hotly awaited propaganda, the 15-hour special, Michael Normanson.
I mean, cramming it on to midweek, a little bit harsh,
Right.
I would say. Try and give me a bit more time. Try and put less drama in a single week, because it's only 5 minutes since we beat Forest, and we've got that to cover as well. Been sackings, more teams dragged into it. It's been good.
Are you a hero?
Well,
Are you as much of a
that's for
hero?
other people to
Are
say.
you as much of a hero as Levi's Listers are for
Oh, God, no.
sticking with us
No, those guys are the best.
through many, many years now?
Thin and thin.
Thin and thinner.
It's thick or thin, but good. Which is the good bit?
Good question. I don't know, but I tell you, know who does have the answer to all the good
Depends
questions?
on your personal taste.
Yeah, all the good questions are answered via Levi's Listers, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Who will do you many, many, many things, including a 10% discount on your legal fees on their full range of services, which include
Will's probate conveyancing. I was down in that Chelsea. Bet the conveyancing there cost a penny or two.
Yeah.
And Mausers. Oof.
You can use Levi's Listers from anywhere
Of course you
across
can.
the country because they've got what you would call a website on the internet.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. That's going. That's still going on the internet. So yeah, use that if you want, wherever in the UK.
Yep. Full details and terms on the website, which is levislisters.co.uk/the square ball. Dino's with us as well.
Hiya.
It's propaganda. What a ruddy bloody week.
My hands are still sweating.
Yeah.
Genuinely. And I think it's just the adrenaline of Leeds United. Come on, guys.
A lot's happened, hasn't it? A lot's
Awful
happened.
lot.
So, since we did the match ball, Thomas Frank got sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Dyche has been sacked.
Mhm.
And the Wednesday results happened, and everything basically went for us.
Been a great week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Beyond our wildest dreams. Because even in the ground, there was a little bit of a souring of having pulled that back, but then looking at your phone, you see West Ham are a one up. And then there was the bit where Fotmob tricked me. It reported a scum equaliser, then it took it away. There's a bit where you think, oh, maybe it's actually not going to be as good a result as it feels. But then it was. And then everything else has been perfect for us.
For anybody who's on the audio version, then Michael pulled a "I'm slightly worried about this" outcome face.
Well, even the nature of the scum goal being in the last seconds of the game. You know, if they'd have gone in front and then, I don't know, West Ham equalised at 50 minutes, it still doesn't feel quite the same as how it feels now.
It's looking at it and knowing that basically we should have lost that game.
Oh, yeah, Jesus.
And then West Ham should have won theirs. And of course, Forest should have beaten Wolves because, well, it was one-way traffic and hilarious. Did you watch any of it?
I've watched most of it. There was a bit in the second half I missed because I was getting kids to bed and what all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I watched the first half and I was like, there's no chance Forest don't win this. Wolves look absolutely shit. It's just a matter of time until eventually a ball will go in the box and they'll score. I mean, that hilarious bit in the first half, where Forest had 5-on-1.
It was actually 6-on-1, you know.
It's the sort of thing that you only get in the last minute of a game when everyone's pushing. But hilariously, Wolves just decided to let it happen at, 20 minutes in, half an hour in
They
or
were just,
something?
they were just vibing it.
Yeah.
Pure vibes.
So yeah, I was watching it, I was like, that'll be over. But then I missed the start of the second half, but then on 70 minutes, I checked the score and I was like,
So
I'm going to tune back in.
we've come out of Chelsea away with the gap as you were. Tottenham are still below us, obviously. West Ham, 6 points adrift. Sunderland's inevitable collapse has now started, as I've been predicting all season long. Little pat on the back for myself here.
I mean,
it's one defeat.
Yeah, and they're still 5 or 6 points ahead of us.
Yeah, but they're on a farmer's field of a pitch up there.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I think that pitch will deteriorate as the season goes on. They won't win another game and will comfortably finish above them. They might even go down.
It's possible. If they don't win another game.
Well, we're 6 points behind them and 6 points in front of West Ham. So, which do you feel more comfortable about, overtaking Sunderland or West Ham catching us?
Define how you... I mean, which do I see as more likely?
Yeah.
Or which... feels like West Ham overtaking us is still more likely, but that's because I'm a worrier more than anything else.
And there's still Spurs and Forest below us. So they could, if West Ham overtake us, fine, so as long as they've overtaken them two chumps as well.
Thomas Frank being sacked, we expected that to happen after Arsenal.
Yes, got in there ahead of it, didn't he?
Yeah, we'd predicted that.
Big managerial news at Spurs, actually, to come in this pod. There's a little teaser.
Right, and so we're going to be covering this stuff off then, are we, as we progress through the show?
Yep, we've got some big Spurs news. Might even finish on it.
Right. Oh, well. And first of all, before we get into the clips very quickly, Dyche getting sacked. There's a lot of talk today of Victor Pereira, who was at Wolves, who didn't win any of his first 10 games, potentially going in there as their fourth manager of the season. And we've been in a similar situation to that, boys and girls. And that didn't work so well, did it?
Not really.
It can't work. There's no way on earth that having 4 managers across the season can work. I was just talking with Oddie in the office, and there was a moment around October where people were thinking maybe it's time to push the button on Farke. The fact that Marinakis has found 3 separate occasions to push 3 separate buttons just tells you the chaos that's happening down there. And for me now, I kind of want West Ham to get out of there in an ideal situation, get out of there, and one of Forest and Spurs to go down, please.
So Nuno would laugh his
tits off.
Tits off if either of those went down.
He would.
As expense, particularly.
As would Ange.
Forest, my personal opinion on this is that they're getting exactly what their owner deserves.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Because it's just been insane.
Well, we'll start on Forest then, because we played them.
Yep.
What feels like about 6 months ago.
Oh, God, yeah.
But
so how many clips? We've got a lot of clips today, haven't we?
Quite a lot of clips, yes. We'll try and race through them. So we've got Forest and Chelsea, and then we've got bits of Forest and other people from last week, this week, mixed around. I did listen to and make an original rough cut of some Coventry stuff. I've had to can it because just other events have taken over. So Frank Lampard's on a downward trajectory, isn't
Finnish manager, yeah.
That can be a thing for the next month or two, can't it? As they drift out of the playoffs eventually,
and then lose them.
I think they fall out of them completely.
Oh, completely.
Might finish 8th.
I thought he finished 6th. That's what he does. Imagine if he finishes 8th next season, he'll be in the playoffs.
I did wonder if Lampard might fancy a little sniff at the Forest job,
right?
Because he's on a sinking ship there, and he might think it's a bit of a desperate time to go somewhere like Forest, but I do deserve to be in the Premier League, and it gives me a chance of it.
Well, let's see. Before we do get into today's clips, can I just reboot one of our favourite all-time clips? Because you mentioned Chelsea and Forest. Do you remember?
I do.
The Forest fans are going absolutely balmy.
Oh my God, look at the state
in
of
the
them.
sheds.
Oh my God, look at the state of them.
Anyway, so back to Forest. So this is Forest Fan TV, and this is on Dyche's approach to the Leeds game, which he was unimpressed with.
It's all Dyche's fault. It's completely and utterly Dyche's fault. I will not hear anyone saying it's on the players because the tactics were all wrong. Forest couldn't string more than 2 passes together without kicking the ball long. Their third goal came from Anderson clearing it from near our own corner flag and finding their player in the middle of our half. That tells you everything. That tells you absolutely everything. But the lineup was horrific. I didn't fancy a result in this game. I said my head was saying a loss. Heart was like, let's come back a draw. Absolute crap show. Absolute crap show. And you know what? We did well, so to speak, to come out with a 3-1 loss. I am not glazing anything about that performance tonight. Nets looked good when he came on. But let's be real. They were done and dusted at halftime. And the biggest criminal act of them all is that at halftime, he sends them out the same 11 that started. Guess what happens? They go and score. The camera pans to that idiot on the touchline, and he's looking so shocked as if, how has that happened? Did you not see that first half performance with the 11 I picked? And they've gone out on there and conceded straight away. How has that happened? Well, you idiot, use some subs.
Criminal. We're getting back into the crimes again, aren't we?
Yeah, he called it twice. He called it an absolute crap show, which I quite like. It's more PG than an absolute shit show.
We'll be back to Forest Fan TV for some more Dyche slander in a little bit. Remember before we played Forest, played Arsenal, and remember how then there was a transfer window in that sort of time as well.
Yes.
There was some talk we'd sign a keeper. We didn't sign a keeper. Darlow was kind of thrown one into his own net. Forest did sign a keeper, who some Leeds fans were saying, we should have signed that keeper because there was a keeper available.
Stefan Ortega.
That's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he went to Forest, wasn't very good. This is from Forest Fan TV's player ratings. How did he think Ortega did against Leeds?
I'll give him a 0. I thought he was shocking. There was another instant in the second half where he couldn't even catch the ball. It slipped out of his fingers. He shouldn't have conceded to his near post for the first goal. For the second goal, any any half-competent keeper parries it behind for a corner, not back into play. He was absolutely rubbish. Didn't even play it out from the back. That's Dyche's fault, under instruction to kick it long. He was absolutely rubbish.
No good keepers anymore.
They're all bad.
Feels harsh to me.
Just saved £500,000 though. So that's good news. Plus wages. What contract did they give him? Do we know?
Don't know.
8 years? Something like that?
I mean, does it matter really? I think the whole notion of contracts and employment it's an arbitrary notion in Nottingham, isn't it now?
True enough. He's their 11th keeper anyway, isn't he, of the Premier League era. Let's go to the red side of the Trent now, which is, they're a bit more my pace. Forest Fan TV is a bit...
It's a bit youth, isn't it?
Although he's not...
he started off the first clip by using the word glaze, and that is youth speak.
Yeah, although he's not young. Right. So I don't know why he's doing it.
Just appealing to the youth, like we do.
Yeah, very, very, very much so. So this is, again, a little bit on... This is them talking about Dyche's team selection, which I think we did probably a little look at their team and go, oh, I don't know who some of those people are or where they're playing. So that was good.
There was no gun to Dyche's head saying you have to play an inexperienced child at right back, and in a very important game. No one had to do that. It's entirely on him. And of course, lo and behold, come full time, does he acknowledge his mistakes? No, he just says that the team outfought and outplayed us, so he just throws them under the bus instead. He's a diabolical manager. The buck stops with him. I really cannot believe he's gone to in a crucial game. He's gone, yeah, this is what I'm going to set out with. He absolutely deserves everything he gets and more, because I'm fed up of him deflecting onto others rather than taking blame for himself. He is an absolute joke of a manager. Absolute joke of a manager.
Oof.
Well, they've got what they want now, at least.
Yeah, not their problem anymore. Although I have been listening to, not had time to clip any up because I was literally listening to some on the way into the office today of what they were saying about Dyche going, and they're not really sure. They obviously know what it represents as well. Is that it's another manager. They're not being linked with anyone good, so you're into that phase of like, well, I did want to change. I know not this change.
They've had a bit of a downturn in form recently, but he's got over 1.5 points per game, which is, somebody pointed out, it might have been on Wacko, somebody spotted this and pointed out, it's like lower European form over the course of his tenure. But Marinakis is a lunatic. I mean, it's not pretty, is it? Like I said, the problem with Dyche Ball, if you bring him in to come in and sort of steady the ship, is you're stuck with it. And they got to the find out phase of this quite quickly, and I don't think they're enjoying it. But he's got enough points to sort of give him a shout, I think.
Yeah, I think the thing is they've seen this little spell as their moment to get clear, because they played Palace and they played us and they played Wolves, and they were probably thinking we need a minimum of 6 or 7 points out of that, and they've got 2. So I can see why they've got twitchy over it, because they think they've got harder games to come now, and if you can't get points against teams around you, and in the case of Wolves, a million miles away from you out the bottom, then when do you get them, I suppose? Yeah,
and I think the nature of the 3 goals that we scored against them as well, that doesn't reflect well on what Dyche tries to do.
It wasn't organised, was it?
Wasn't organised. The fact that Gruev, I mean, I hope we'll talk about Gruev today, my boy. But that ball, to have a marauding right back saunter into the box and not need to take a touch and finish, you're going, well, Sean Dyche, all of what you're supposed to do cuts all of that out, please.
He's not even a right back anymore, is he? You can't label Jayden Bogle.
Oh, well, here's some Jayden Bogle. Jayden Bogle slander, if you want. Sorry, I'm scat singing.
We concede such a sloppy goal. I mean, a clip ball over the top to someone who I think we're all saying is a championship standard right back, a good championship right back, give him his due. But he just had the freedom of Leeds, didn't he? And then, to be fair to Ortega, I thought he should have come out as well, and I think he should have come out. But I think he was expecting the ball to skid off the surface a bit quicker, and the pitch was very heavy last night. It was cutting up. Christian will know this with being at the game. And I think he's just got caught in 2 minds there, and it's left him in a bit of no man's land, and it's allowed Bogle to get his shot off. And so it's just a catalogue of errors, mate.
Well, championship right back scoring against a championship club. It all fits.
He was saying there as well that you wanted Ortega to come out. He was expecting it to skid off the turf a little bit. Yes, maybe, but no one expects Ilya Gruev to turn into prime Pirlo and put such chop on that ball that Bogle had to do nothing but stroke it in the back of the net.
The sort of backspin that a golfer would be proud of.
Oh, baby.
And I think Bogle is very close to not being a championship right back now.
He's not.
I feel like he's he's got close to a full season of playing well. I think he was one of Sheffield United's better players too, but then they rewrote that when they sold him. Well, when he chose to leave because they were like, "Oh, shit." Anyway,
Yeah,
which is what you have to tell yourself. I do realise we will do this ourselves many times.
He's been brilliant.
But the difference is we're right.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been brilliant, and he's completely excelling, him and Goodmanson, in this new system. I think it's one of those things where when things aren't going well for you, you just go, "Oh, he's supposed to be bad and in the Championship, so I'm going to just say that about him."
It's the equivalent of Rio Ferdinand's brainless punditry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just lazy opinions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, you saw him against Chelsea as well. It's just a really relentless menace.
Yeah.
Just even if you can say sometimes the technicality of it isn't there, just being there and just like kicking away at people.
I mean, his goal at Chelsea looks highly technical to me.
Absolute pain in the arse.
I mean, it's not his goal; his contribution to the goal.
Yeah, well, it was a one straight off the training ground, wasn't it?
Yeah,
as we can tell.
How he deliberately elbowed the ball into the ground, and then that was really good.
Yeah. So this is the final clip from Red Side of the Trent. This is them on their subs, which I think we picked up on the match ball as well. That he was like, "Oh, is he just resting people now?"
Yeah. Oh, well done us.
When I saw he was replacing Gibbs White, I lost my head. I was like, "Is this a joke? Is that actually a joke?" Because at that point, we've stopped trying to win the game. We've got a manager at dugout who's going, "No, we'll take 3-0.
Yeah, damage limitation.
Yeah, we're damage limitation. No, we're not trying to win the game anymore. We're happy with a 3-0 loss. A manager of Nottingham Forest Football Club happy with a 3-0 loss. I can't believe I'm even saying those words. But again, it came back to West Ham. West Ham away was exactly the same. Like until we got that penalty at the end where Areola basically punched Gibbs White's head off into Mars. Until that happened, there's only one person from a Forest collective that was happy with a point. Now it was Sean Dyche. No one knew where that end was. And you're right about toxicity. At West Ham, it was toxic before we won. Last night, no Mullikintyre at half time. No, it was like it was almost like they were making their point by being silent. Like, it was like, well, we don't deserve our support. We're here, but you don't deserve it. And that ultimately comes down to the manager. There's no connection there at all. I mean, I know some people say, "Oh, but he was a local lad and whatever else." Stoneham won't earn a clap when they come out for the warm up because of what he did for us in the 90s. That's it. That's as far as it goes. Dyche doesn't deserve anything from us. He doesn't. We don't owe him anything.
Mullikintyre, your favourite Wings song?
Do you know the Mullikintyre test? I've just literally Googled this. As a AI overview tells me it's a largely mythical unofficial guideline.
No, what is it?
It's I'll read the full AI overview.
Go on.
It's a largely mythical unofficial guideline in the UK media and film classification stating that an erect penis should not be shown if its angle from the vertical was greater than the angle of the Kintyre Peninsula on a map.
Yeah, I have heard of that before.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Wow. If you look at it, it's kind of
It dangles.
Yeah, but not completely.
Yeah,
it's that kind of a thing.
A little stirring.
From that, then, should we go to Leicester Till I Die TV?
I mean, yes.
Oh, wow.
People will be waiting for this. So for anybody who didn't see it or hear it, Leicester were 3-0 up. They were singing in their ground. Did you catch that? They were singing, "We want 9, we want 9." Obviously a throwback to the days when they were able to put 9 goals past Southampton in a league fixture. And then what happened?
Funny stuff happened. Yeah. Now, this isn't... He was doing the watch-along, was our main man. I'll be honest, it wasn't quite as good as I was hoping in the
main focus of the investigation.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So, but we'll hear it all anyway. So we'll hear him happy as they go 3 up.
All over here to Fatawu. He's got space. 3-0! Oh my fucking God! Fatawu, they gave him all the time and all the space in the world. He had the freedom of the king power. I was joking when I was singing "We Want 9, we want 9." But I tell you what, who knows? Who knows? What a goal, Fatawu!
Wow.
All going well.
Mullikintyre.
Andy King, rightly, he can do what he wants, can't he? At half time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Changing rooms there, right? It was a disgrace by all accounts.
Right.
Let's hear some half-time chat from Leicester.
I need a steam cleaner for that.
I don't know, I'd make it worse. The smell. Good God. Let's hear some half-time chat from Leicester Till I Die anyway.
This is honestly staggering. I really am completely stunned. I was stunned before when we saw the team selection, right? But we've bossed this game completely. I mean, it's a big fall from here if anything happens in the second half. But I just think what a job that was. And also, I'm going to say credit to every single player out there, because I've written them off, we've written them off, and hey, Rome, isn't built in a day. It's only 45 minutes. We still need to get ourselves through the second half, right, and get the 3 points. But great word there for Matthew there. Fatawu and Mavidini look rejuvenated. I think there's been rejuvenation throughout the entire team.
This has been the best 45 minutes of football I have seen this team produce in
2 years.
And a half. Yeah, literally.
Surprisingly free of chat about the
nearest you got was what a job that was.
Yeah.
Which is I mean, if you really try, if you're searching for something, I suppose. But yeah, none of it. And here the Southampton goal's going. I don't know if he's taking something to calm him down or what, but he's very, very on the level as these goals are flying in.
There we go. Southampton have one back. The clean sheet is not to be. Leicester 3, Southampton 1.
There you go.
I've got to say, it was coming. 2-0, 3-2. Jack Stevens scored. Well, I mean, we've not played that badly in this half. It's in. 3-3. Ryan Manning scores there. Oh, you're joking. You are kidding me. 4 to Southampton. I do not believe it.
Yeah. Sounds like someone's almost like slipped something in his drink or something, doesn't it, to calm him down?
Yeah.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Yeah, but I was expecting more head loss, I think. I was expecting more ranting and raving.
I mean, we're petty and we like to hold a grudge. Do you remember when 9th placed Southampton in the Championship, who are outside the playoffs currently, put out some dick-waving tweet about signing Ryan Manning from Swansea instead of us? Do you remember that?
I actually don't.
Well,
to be honest.
File it away, because I do.
I can't even remember who Ryan Manning is, really. Is he a left-back?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, he's a left-back. Yeah.
Some champo chump.
Good.
Not like us Premier League
beneath us
boys.
Hopefully for another season at least.
Forever.
Yeah, so that wasn't enough upset for me, to be perfectly honest. So I had to go in pursuit of more Leicester upset.
Right. That feels like a sorry for using this phrase, but anticlimax.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
That would pass the Mull of Kintyre test.
Yeah.
Flaccid.
A clean sheet out the window. Do you remember it's the dirty ones that go out the window? But it was
or into the incinerator.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Driven to a country lane.
Yeah.
Thrown in a barrel.
Yeah. Take care of that DNA.
Set a light, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, none of that this time around. So we'll go to TF Whistle _ instead. He was a Leicester fan in the ground. And we'll hear him at half-time in happier times.
Half-time here in King Power Lane, Leicester City 3, Southampton 0, and we've absolutely bossed that first half, by the way. What an incredible performance it was by the boys. We asked for the fight, the commitment by this team in these games, and they've absolutely stepped up tonight, and they've absolutely fighted for one another. It's just been an exceptional first half. It's really been one-sided.
Oh, it's funny because you know what's coming.
We do, so let's hear what's coming.
Clean sheet out the window. Well, there's that clean sheet job. Oh my God, he scored again. Bloody hell, man. Bloody hell. I said, that's all we've done. We've took the intensity in that down and we just keep Southampton the ball time and time again. We just keep letting them get that ball into the box and not got rid of it, and then Jack Stevens scores 3-2. This is squeaky bum time with 5+ added time. I let the ball come in again, they've just shot and it's just gone wide. Oh my God, mate. We're all over the place. fucking joking? Fuck off! Oh my fucking God! You just knew it, didn't you? You knew they'd score again. We let the ball come in again, don't deal with it, and they score again. 3-0 up and we've fucked it up. Match reaction, Leicester City 3, Southampton 4. Just F off at this point. I've had enough. Just relegated to League One, utter head loss tonight, and we've hit a low as a club.
I think our friend before, you know the one, maybe it's because the sinking feeling starts to proper fester at 3-2. At 3-0, you're cruising. 3-1, you go, that's a pain in the arse because we've lost the clean sheet, as they both touched on. But at that point, you go, don't let them get another, because 3-2 then puts them back within touching distance. It's like, that next goal at 3-1, they get it, and that's when you know that the shit's going to hit the fan. So the rest that follows is just the inevitable. Well, I knew this would happen. Although But what you do think at that point is you think, well, there's let's call it 15 minutes left, including injury time. Your brain starts to work it out. We're going to drop deeper and deeper, and they're just going to relentlessly attack us. So all we're going to see between now and the final whistle is them coming at us non-stop. So you know that it's going to be one-way traffic. It's not going to be a game that can ebb and flow again after that point. So there's kind of oh shit, we're in for a horrible ride here.
And it's in the week where you've been deducted points. And so you think everyone's against us, everything's shit, manager's gone. And so, it does start to feel inevitable, and you can feel it. You can really feel it from both of these guys.
I can actually feel it, like, there's part of me.
It's a visceral thing, in hearing the distant away fans making that noise as you hear around you, just like seats clanging and people going, fuck off.
I'm not saying I feel sorry for them.
No.
I'm enjoying it thoroughly. But there's part of me goes, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I really know that feeling. Not necessarily the 3 down and losing 4-3, because I don't know if we've ever done that, but...
Cardiff was a bit similar. The 3-all under Bielsa. Remember that, when we were just absolutely demolishing them for a time? And it was like, I can't
remember why, but I missed that game.
I mean, the Derby playoff game was a bit like that.
Yeah, it was.
True. In that you can't quite believe what's unfolding in front of you. You're like,
it's this, is it?
Oh, no. Okay. I mean, I will say, he said relegate him to League One, and I think that should happen probably, because 6 points is essentially them getting away with it, as far as I'm concerned.
Because they finished 7 points ahead of us in the league that year, didn't they? The year that they're getting punished for, which would still basically put them up at our expense. Yeah. So they should face some sort of consequence from it.
Yeah.
That's definitely the EFL going, we're not getting into any other lawsuits. 6 points. They've looked at the league table.
And we have to say, in fairness, it is an independent Premier League disciplinary panel, so they're all unified under the one umbrella now.
I'm saying it's the EFL
football conspiracy.
Oh, 1,000%.
Fine. Yeah, good.
Well, they got away with the Premier League stuff, didn't they? And this is kind of a halfway house punishment where some stuff slipped through the cracks, so it probably wasn't allowed to be assessed within this punishment, was it? But it does feel a bit harsh that it's always the teams that actually cheat and benefit from it never seem to get proper punishments. They're like, well, Man City, I get none. And they're like, Forest and Everton got couple of points there and there. Leicester have got a few, but then if you're just unlucky enough to have a shit owner, you essentially end up getting like relegated. You get 15 points and then another 10 sometimes.
Yeah, Chef Wednesday.
That was good. But with Forest, it feels like this is the payback for their initial don't give a fuck cheating. You know, why should everybody else play by the rules? Because them to only get 2 points when they clearly breached the regulations, even though they sold Brennan Johnson not long afterwards to bring them back within line, that cost them 2 points. It makes you think, just say bollocks to it. Just breach it and then get the punishment the season after when you're much better and you've recruited much better players having stayed up your first season. You might as well.
Yeah.
Let's all cheat.
Well, should we go to Chelsea then?
Yep.
A team who...
noted for their, what is it, integrity, honesty. I think Rory's touched on it before. About what Chelsea stand for.
Their exceptional women's team, which they were able to sell for over £100 million. I mean, they must be really good. Because that seems out of kilter with the general money in that side of the game. But, you know, they obviously built something so good, it was worth that much money.
Yeah.
And good luck.
I mean, the cost of something is what somebody's willing to pay for it, isn't it?
True enough.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the glorious loan farm that they've built down there.
Yeah.
Perfectly above board. Just bringing a lot of children, loan them out. You know, it's all good. It's
wholesome.
Wholesome is what it is. Yeah.
Well, we'll hear from Jennings first. Don't worry, it's only a short clip. He seems a bit upset because it's Rory Jennings. You never quite know if it's genuine upset or whatever, really.
We had it completely and utterly secure. It was sorted. There was no jeopardy in the game whatsoever. 2-0 up at home against a team that are relegation threatened, against a team that are newly promoted. And somehow we've come out of the game and we've got nothing. We've got a point, but it feels like nothing. It's a sickener. It really is a major, major sickener. Like Tottenham Leeds are 3 points off the drop. And they've come to Stamford Bridge. They've gone 2-0 down. That should have been it. That should have been it for them. They should have been completely and utterly dead and buried. And Palmer just has to score. I mean, it's gutting. Leeds deserve nothing. Leeds deserved absolutely nothing out of that game.
I think we deserved at least a point.
We had them just where we wanted them.
Yeah. Leeds deserve nothing.
You're fucking there, mate.
Yeah. all I would say is thank you for the 4 points. It's been a pleasure.
I mean, we did deserve them at Ellen Road.
Absolutely, yeah. And that I think we should have got 5 points for that because it was so good, so emphatic. So the point we've taken them is a make-up point.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be lying if I said I saw the point coming at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. You were there. How was it?
It was good. It was it was really funny. Particularly the combo of getting it back to 2-2 from literally nothing. So weird. There was not much gap between the goals either. So it went from us not being in the game at all to all of a sudden still having created no chances, basically being at 2-2. It was great. And then getting to the Palmer miss at the end, which I think I mentioned on my voice note I sent in. It was at the far end, so I couldn't really tell if it was an awkward height, if it had bobbled.
Oh, no.
No, it was as bad as it appeared. But that was great because they were all almost up celebrating, and you got to enjoy the draw all over again when that went. Fuck off now! All that sort of stuff.
Were you in the upper tier or the lower tier?
I was upper.
Right.
It was good. It was good atmosphere actually. It's quite a decent little compact away end.
Well done, Ken, for building your flats and your hotels.
Oh, some lovely architecture around there.
Which is exactly why that away end is so compact and small.
Utterly charmless architecture in that part of London, but it's quite a decent ground in fairness. I didn't mind it. You feel quite on top of the pitch, which is a rarity, I suppose.
And how were the Chelsea fans?
Very meek.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it. Graham Smith put a tweet out when he was covering the game saying that it's that quiet in here. He could hear James Justin call Cucurella a character.
Oh, really?
He said it's that quiet that it came straight through to the press area.
Yeah, it was very, very quiet and around the ground and stuff, because I've not been to Chelsea before, but
He should be vaguely threatening, Michael.
He should have been. Don't get me wrong, I'm not looking to get my head caved in, but there was zero threat outside the ground, and it was just out of the away end, and it's just in the corner, as you can probably see on TV. But it just was away fans mingling with home fans straight away. There was no segregation or anything. It was just wandered out into the night, and it was all quite pleasant.
It shouldn't be like that.
It sort of should.
It kind of should be.
It kind of shouldn't. It kind of shouldn't. I don't know where I stand on this.
There should be threat in the shadows. That's what I'm saying.
I sort of feel a bit like they should. So yeah, I didn't favour my safety at all,
which is a shame.
Which was a shame. Yeah. It was a real shame. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because it's quite touristy. I mean, outside the ground they had.
It's gentrified, isn't it? The whole thing is gentrified.
Well, they had Donald Trump Chelsea scarves, which was a strange.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, like scarves you get with the faces on.
Mm-hmm.
And generally you get players. They had Donald Trump Chelsea scarves for sale outside the ground.
Where does he play? Right wing.
I'm not very good. Yeah.
Stick to football, eh?
It just seemed like one of the oddest things I've seen.
Hold on a minute. He gave them the World Club Championship, didn't he?
That's true.
Chelsea
legend. They didn't even have any UK represent. They didn't have a Farage one. They didn't have.
He also
didn't have a 2K steer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that fella, Prime Minister.
Yeah.
They didn't have any of these things.
They famously, Trump did the Coca-Cola League Cup. Was it a semi-final draw back in the 1991-ish time?
Yep.
1991.
Drew us out, didn't he?
Yeah, drew us out. Yeah.
And that will have been around about the time when Chelsea had a car park behind one of their ends. Are we saying bring back the car park and threat?
Better days.
I mean, architecturally, it was probably on a par with what's there now.
Less beige.
Yep.
On the outside. It's quite nice inside, very beige on the outside. Anyway, should we go to... Do you want to go watch along, or should we hear from someone who was there?
You decide.
I'll tell you what, then let's go to... Let's go inside the ground and match day Alf. He's in there just to get his position right. He's kind of in the opposite corner to the Leeds fans, so he's low down and he's by the goal where Palmer put his shot over. So he's at that end of the pitch. We'll hear our goals first of all.
Penalty to Leeds. Leeds got a pen here. Actually keep that. That was some shit though, wasn't it? They'll check it. I can't see them overturning it. They won't overturn it. Pen. Who was it? What happened? I didn't even see it, mate, to be fair. I just heard pen and it was... And Leeds score. It's 2-1. Now it is. So we're going to win it 3-1. Here's the real test, though. Yeah, here's the real test. 2-1. Do we bottle it? They're nothing. It's so much better than them. But here's the real test. Real arseholes got. That's the test. Let's go. It's 2-0. And we fucking balled it to these lot as well. These lot. Oh, mate. Limbs in the awareness.
I liked him when discussing the penalty. He went, I can't see him overturning it. And if someone goes, what happened? And he goes, I didn't see it. So why wouldn't they overturn it?
Did the penalty pass your test? Did our penalty pass your test?
I thought it looked a bit soft from the...
You texted me, didn't you, and asked, is that a penalty?
It's the one that sort of thing that they're always given, but it's one where, as attackers do, you just get your leg and half of your body in front of them, and you get levered over, don't you?
When I saw it, I thought Michael obviously will be screaming for this in the ground, but I thought if that was against us, I think you'd probably be fuming.
Yeah, I don't think they are penalties. I've got to be honest. That kind of shit.
I mean, Caicedo did tangle his legs around Bogle, and he
did a bit of a Bogle
running.
Bogle players like getting legs in a
Jayden
tangle.
Bogle is innocent.
Yeah, all right.
Jayden Bogle's a saint.
Well, you've got to do it because you'll get half a dozen of them given against you every season. So if you don't do it yourself, then you will lose out on it.
And for Rudiger, we still owe them for Rudiger down there.
We do, yeah.
And Cole Palmer cheated as well. Did you see that at the end?
Yeah, when Longstaff got booked. Again, we know we hate VAR, but they are talking about looking at yellow cards with VAR now, aren't they, as well? As a future development, because it's got a scope of what they can intervene on, like so they can look at like second yellows and reds and things like that, and penalties, but not free kicks.
Because Palmer would have been sent off for that as well.
Yeah, because he would have been booked for diving and sent off, so he wouldn't have got anywhere near that that not tapping. So,
what did he get booked for? Was it for having a go at Metcha, or was it something else? Because he was really chatting to Metcha when he was taking the pen.
He was trying to put Metcha off. I think the referee had cleared the box.
No doubt saying something devastatingly witty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you see the clip of Metcha doing the rounds afterwards after Palmer missed it, and Metcha just had a big grin on his face, and he's going, Cole, just laughing at him. Right.
Very good. Hey? I did enjoy Palmer's face as well with the when he put that over. Just his slack jaw in the back of the net. We'll go back to match day Alf then, and we'll hear the noise that Cole Palmer miss drew out of him. It's quite high pitch.
It's like the what's it called? You know this, Dean, because you're a bloody actor. There was a Wilhelm scream.
The Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
That they use as it's an in joke, isn't it, in Hollywood, that it's a bit of stock audio footage that they put into films as a nod to tradition. And it's like a library scream sound, and that sounded like it.
There you go.
They're in all action films. Yeah, that's great. It sounded like he was deflating. Someone had pulled the plug.
Powering down. Right, next.
We'll go to Ma, who was doing a watch-along. So we'll hear him, first of all, just after we've made it 2-1.
Please don't do this to me today. This would be one of the most undeserved results if Leeds actually managed to come back from this game. The way they have been absolutely destroyed, front to back. If we do not win, I swear, I will be more disappointed than ever before, because I've actually enjoyed this today fully. So there's just no way it can go any other way than a win. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting it. There cannot be a comeback. We need to get back in control and get this third goal. We've played way too well for this. This is bonkers if we don't win. I'm not even going to conceive. the thought that we don't win this game. We've played too well.
I like it when he's running through the scenario there in his head. He's kind of, if we throw this in, and then he's trying to think of something, threatening to do something, and then I think he computes that he's basically in his mum's back bedroom. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to wake my mum up, aren't I? So I just, I'll be really annoyed if we chuck that one in.
It's not the most disappointed he's ever been.
No.
Don't be silly.
And also, I agree with him. Everything he said there, I was like, yep.
Can you think? What is the most disappointed you've ever been in life? Or does it happen on a daily basis?
I'm maybe limited to football.
Yeah. I don't think outside of football.
Yeah, just with myself.
Right, just on a daily.
Yeah, just want to have a little think about things.
Just failed to achieve the dizzy heights I thought I would.
Yeah.
Right. But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
In football, though.
In football, I mean, fucking hell. League One, Ken Bates, Chelino.
Wembley.
Cardiff.
Wembley. Playoffs. Yeah, loads.
There's a lot.
Loads of stuff. This guy's young as well. I don't know. He's
12?
He's I'd say he's under 30.
Right.
So as a Chelsea fan under 30, he's obviously... No, he's not known any... Oh, the worst thing was when we finished 7th and we had Avram Grant in charge for 10 minutes or whatever. Fucking boo-hoo. Move on with it. It's fine.
Oh, we only won the Champions League that year. It's awful. Yeah, dickheads.
Although I do kind of... We're going to hear from him at 2-2 here. And I can sort of see what he means about our goal.
What the fuck have I just watched? If that's not disallowed just because it's bad, just because the defending is so bad, it should be disallowed. Because this is the Premier League. This is not League 2. This is not the St. Johnstone's Papa John Paint Trophy. This is the Premier League. Something must be wrong. Something must go wrong there for that not to count. Because there's no way I just watched 2 centre-backs almost avoid the ball. Even at the end. I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way it counts. It's too fucked. It's like FIFA. It's like when the game glitches. You know when it's wrong. You know when it's wrong. How can that many man miss kick, miss... Look at the state of it. Look, even Achupong at the end. What are you doing? What are you doing? No! No! We're not doing this. We're not doing this. This needs to be disallowed. Because that is one of the worst goals we've ever conceded in the history of this football club. It's that bad. There's no way. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck is that?
That entire 1 and a bit minute monologue is what happens inside my brain in about 2 seconds flat, all simultaneously. Like, for example, going back to a major disappointment, when Cooper and Casilla fucked up in that playoff semi-final. But fuck off. This is no, we can't. Oh.
Goals that are too good and too bad both drop into this category in my head as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes when someone puts one in from 40 yards, you go, no.
What? How the...
You've not even deserved that because you've just hit it from really far out or something.
I tell you what, if we'd have conceded this goal, oh God, you'd be fuming, wouldn't you? There's so many occasions. When we scored it, I was thinking, there's just no way on earth that's going to be given. There'll be something in there.
It's only on the rewatch, Dean, that I realised that they'd had a good couple of chances to clear it in there after Bogle with the whole handball thing, which was like accidental. The rules are very clear, so fuck off Liam Rosenior.
It was funny watching him get crossed, though, wasn't it?
You've made me angry.
You've made me even more cross now.
Yeah. I'm going to write a letter to my MP. Yeah. After all that, they had a couple of chances just to boot it clear.
Yeah.
And Sanchez came out again and just didn't. It's just great.
And they just didn't do the thing that is shouted probably 40 times at every Sunday League game across the country, play to the whistle.
Yeah.
They just didn't do it.
Out! Is the other thing that's shouted.
Yeah, you want a big fucking half pissed, hungover, beer-bellied centre half booting it into a fucking patch of nettles and dog shit on the side of the field, don't you?
Hilarious.
Which they could bring back if they had the cars...
Some dog shit.
You got your nettles. Make it all nice again.
Yep.
Bring back shit football.
Yep.
That's what we need.
Did you have a disproportionate fear of nettles as a child?
It's not disproportionate. They sting like fuck.
Yeah.
I think it's fair enough. They're everywhere when you're a kid as well.
Yeah.
As an adult, you can mainly avoid them.
Yeah.
And dog shit, come to think of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fraught with danger.
Always walk into a woods as a kid and just scan for dock leaves.
Yeah.
It's like, where's my remedy?
Yeah, and nettles and quicksand.
Yeah, the quicksand don't come up as much in Wakefield, I'll be honest.
Right.
More nettles than quicksand.
Right.
Is an issue.
Sure.
Speaking of levels of the game then, we'll go to Chelsea Fan TV. I've in case Vivek is listening to this, I've not put his clip on. This is a Leeds fan who he's modelled our Japan T-shirts. If you look on the website, but he was chatting to
I saw this,
chatting to Chelsea Fan TV. He was very good actually, despite being a little bit pissed.
Yeah,
I think.
Put them back in the box. A little
He
bit,
was like, "Fucking grow up. It's not that bad."
You've been really entitled.
He's basically what I had to say to him, which was completely fair enough. But this is a young Chelsea fan talking about the kind of goals they've conceded, and you often hear pundits be like, "Oh, if you've not played the game at a good level, you don't know." Or managers being like, "Well, until you've been there, you don't really know what it's like to try and do this." But
which is Robbie Savage's whole shtick in it, really.
Yeah. But
and it sounds like.
Anyway,
Come on, do properly. What does it sound like?
Come on, you've already made me do Dyche and Farker in the past.
We'll get on to Dyche in a bit. Do Robbie.
I don't even playing at a proper level.
Thank you.
Why is everyone having a go at me?
All right, it's annoying, but it happens. I'm not annoyed like that at genuine mistakes. What I'm annoyed about is when they're literally just sitting there watching it. If I had a little team, I had a few players, we used to do a bit of football at lunch. We had a little team, we created a few players. And if one of us done that, they'd get a right telling off. And I don't know, and that should be the exact same today.
A right telling off at lunch.
Wait, I've got a team at lunch, and we've got standards. It's not even a proper team. It's a lunchtime team. I loved it.
I love that. He's just talking about standards. It's great. He's talking about what they expect from each other. I'm just trying to think back on propaganda. We had that kid who talked like a manager.
That was Ipswich.
Ipswich guy. Well, I think these two should link up.
How are Ipswich getting on? They're near the top of the table, aren't they? Yeah.
The third, I think, yeah.
We need to hear from his cool-headed analysis, I think, soon.
They're closing in on... It might get Lampard's job.
Right.
That'd be good. I imagine Lampard as a little schoolboy trying to be in charge of a team as well. Threatening to call his father when they don't win.
Ipswich go to Wrexham it's the FA Cup. Right. Forgot about it. It's an FA Cup weekend.
Not the St Johnson's Papa John Paint Trophy.
No. We normally don't bother dealing with the FA Cup at this stage, do we?
No, we don't,
yeah. You've perfectly mentioned Wrexham there, which brings us to LUTV.
And it also mentions that we've got Bryn Law on before the end of the week. We're recording with Bryn shortly after this.
We'll maybe ask him about this clip, actually, to see how aware he was of this. But this is...
no, he was.
He was, right,
yeah,
okay. Yeah. This is full-time on LUTV.
When I messaged him to book him for this, it was like, Tony, well, you'll hear the clip.
And that's it!
Whoa!
What a point for Leeds United! Remarkable comeback from the away team. Chelsea were 2 in front, but Leeds kept going, and Leeds got a penalty, and then Okafor from close range levelled it. And after that, some fantastic defensive work means that Leeds take a huge point here at Stamford Bridge. And the players will go and celebrate with the travelling Leeds United fans, who are absolutely delighted away to our left-hand side.
What I love is it's the woo, I think, from Tony that causes it. And then it's Tony's little chuckle.
Yeah.
Just in there.
Which, he's a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Do you think... Yeah, they're not going to attack me, are they, in a stadium?
Well, because it crosses the Rubicon a little bit, because this is live broadcasting, and you're not normally allowed to say swears like that in live broadcasting.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down. Do LUTV have rules about having to apologise and stuff?
No.
That's good, isn't it? Just get all this abuse.
Should have given some back.
Yeah, you should have.
Fuck off.
You fucked it up.
I can't imagine Tony getting all angry with someone.
No, and we'll find out from Bryn as well, because he tweeted out that he was involved in some sort of road rage incident exiting Stamford Bridge, wasn't he? So
that'd be Dorigo winding people up again.
You think so? Yeah, just chuckling out the window at him. Might be the same guy.
Followed him all the way to the press box.
I'm very mad, and I need to tell you that. Yeah.
Right then. Let's move on from Chelsea then to West Ham Fan TV. So I got to experience Scum's equaliser in a slightly weird way, which was in a pub full of Leeds fans all celebrating a last-minute Scum goal, which was a little bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
But nice all the same, because it would have taken the shine off a really good evening otherwise, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have done.
But it didn't in the end. So we'll hear from West Ham Fan TV from their watch-along.
You'd almost bank on
my God,
2 minutes.
There's still 2 minutes left.
Yes, Magassa. But it's still got the ball. Come on,
there
boys.
There is still 2 minutes. Oh, here we go.
This is Embuemo.
This is the end.
Oh, no! Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. West Ham. Fucking twat. Oh. Bloody Benjamin Tesco, man.
Oh, my God. We needed that win, man.
That's sickening.
That's ended us now.
That is sickening. That is absolutely
For fuck's
sickening.
sake, man.
That is sickening.
Fucking hell.
Oh, come on, Disaster. You got to do better there.
It's all over, guys. It's all over for us.
Fucking Devers. 96th minute.
Devastating.
Can I just ask? Don't you think it feels a little bit weird and it's a little bit off-putting that the football gods have smiled on us completely this week? Like in nearly every game. Every game. It doesn't sit right with me.
I feel we're due it, though.
Yeah.
Because we've been on a good run and it feels like we've gone nowhere in the league. Like West Ham have been tracking similar points to us for ages, it feels like. We've not gone up in the league table for ages. Then this week, all of a sudden, we've finally caught Spurs and we're all of a sudden in touch with Brighton and Palace are back in it. And I don't know, everyone's shuffled around. And also I feel like we've generally not, this has admittedly got us going to have some bias in it. I don't feel we've been lucky in games this year. I think the Chelsea game is the first game I feel we've really stolen points.
Yeah.
Every other game we've lost or drawn, I've generally speaking felt we've come out of it a little bit hard done to. Probably barring the Arsenal games. But yeah, there's been a lot of points, hasn't there, where we've gone, we should really have probably won that.
Yeah.
Or we should have got a point away at
Fulham away.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Losing at home to Spurs, that was probably within our grasp.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
We didn't show up at Burnley away. We didn't show up at Brighton away. We didn't show up at Forest away. But then Villa at home, we could have got something out of that. We've been a bit more clinical. Yeah, Man City away, we shouldn't have lost that.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like we were due a little bit of proper luck, I think.
Yeah, Newcastle away, that mad game.
Yeah, of course.
Should have got something from that. And just on the idea of the football gods, Dan, like how long have you been a Leeds fan?
Too long.
A long time, right?
Yeah.
At some point...
It's 40-odd years, man and boy and all that.
At some point, statistically, there's going to be a week where, hold on, everything seems to have gone our way. And it just feels nice when it does happen and when it is this week.
We did have some at the end of last season, it must be said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
When Sheffield United were losing games and we were like, fucking hell, we've done it.
Especially that Preston game where it was inside the ground and everything. All the news was shuffling around Ellen Road. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we deserve some luck.
We do deserve it this season. We didn't have luck last season. We were the best team by a mile, weren't we? As shown by the fact Burnley have, generally speaking, been pretty shit.
I think
apart from when they're beating Palace.
We're allowed to be happy at points.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I've always said loads of nice things about Hannibal. And when he scored yesterday, I was good on him.
A real gentleman of the game.
Good on him. You see him causing bother on the bench towards the end as well.
No, that comes as a real surprise. But it's very out of character
Scott
for him.
Parker trying to talk him down from fighting with some people.
Did you see them, the head loss there as well, that their owner, was it Alan Pace or whatever, basically calling their fans all babies for demanding too much. You want to stay up? Idiots.
Anyway, they're fairly happy, but I think it's fair to say that we're not concerned about Burnley anymore.
I mean, the odds of teams going down, this is the chance, not the odds. It's probably reflected in the odds, but Wolves, so this is the analysts.com, which is Opta's, they run the scenarios on the season, don't they? And they rate Wolves as having a 100% chance of going down. Burnley, just shy of 99. West Ham, 71.25. Forest, 19.2%. And then it's a big drop to us at 4.4%. Spurs at 4%. So, and then you're down to Palace, you're under 1% for the rest. So,
wow.
We shall see. Weird that Sunderland, only 0.22%.
When they're nailed on for it.
They're absolutely.
As far as I can see.
Imagine that was before they lost last night, actually. So
odds-wise, you can get them at 125 to 1. If you want to make some serious money.
I'm putting the mortgage on that.
Well, they'll be a millionaire soon enough.
They've lost 2 in a row, Sunderland. It's terminal for them.
Right.
Sliding down.
Good. Right, well, let's go to last night's game then for Forest. So these clips are before they've sacked Dyche. So... You'll hear from this guy, Forest Fan TV. He's wanted Dyche out from literally the day he was appointed, and he has got his wish. But this was from last night,
and that's it. 0-0. This utter freak show of a pig needs to be sacked right now. Marinakis is walking out of his box. Hopefully there's a piece of paper in his hand. He needs to slap Dyche round the face with it and then tell him that's his P45. Get him gone right now. Sack him in the tunnel. The absolute clown, man. He has no idea of tactics. Zero idea of tactics whatsoever. The clowns on the pitch didn't help. Luca missing an absolute sitter 5-on-1. Gibbs White can hit a barn door. Anderson couldn't hit a barn door. Nico Williams couldn't hit a barn door. And Dyche tries an overhead kick and looks like a freaking clown, man. It's an absolute clown show. Against 8 points, sorry, now 9 point Wolves, Forest have crapped the bed at home. Sack him right now. By the time I start the player ratings, I better have seen a corner flag on their social medias. Big up to you, Albo England. He says, Dyche, you fucking dinosaur. He said he'd play attacking football if he had a better team. This was his chance and he failed. Marinakis pulled the plug. Pulled the plug. Absolute facts, bro. Absolute facts. I can't believe what I have witnessed there. Wolves had no attacking intent whatsoever, and Dyche doesn't know how to chuck on more attacking players. It was all like for like, pitter patter, man. Freaking sideways, whip the ball in. Luca's the clown as well. Hutchinson's corners were embarrassing. Is he sacked yet? It's been 3 minutes since full time. Is he sacked yet? I am done with this idiot. I don't care if we have 4 managers. I don't care if we have 40 managers. He has to go right this second.
Very calm.
Yeah. And he has.
He has gone.
Yes. Sorry, just to return to it's the Premier League predicted table that I was referring to before. Yeah, so the revised after the games last night. Wolves 100%. Going down. Burnley 98.23, West Ham 70.75. So that's changed slightly versus Forest, who were just shy of 20%. We've dropped to 4.3%. Spurs just under 4, Palace 1.27. The thing I'm more interested in is we are rated at 0.02% to get in the Europa League. I think it's on.
What do we need for that? 20 points?
Would that be a cup win?
I mean, I'm sure that I don't think the statistical probabilities of taking in FA Cup routes, I wouldn't have said.
Spurs, weirdly, are expected to get slightly fewer expected points than us, and they have got a 0% chance of getting in the Europa League. We're 0.02%. So it's on. It's on.
I think they play more teams in the top half, I think, than us, don't they? So, which, I mean, is a way for... I was looking at Spurs' fixtures, actually. They should very easily be able to save themselves, but there's also a fair number, given where they are in the table, there are quite a number of 6-pointers in there as well, so they need to just be careful, don't they? It would be for the best though if they were to be relegated. Yeah. It really would.
There's comedy in Spurs going down. There's comedy in West Ham going down because of the stadiums. More so Spurs though.
I've sort of grown to like West Ham though through this.
The fans,
because I like the Forest fans. The West Ham fan TV guys seem all right. Claret and Booze, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Even though he's the most up and down bloke in the world. He did a video. Not clips because we've run out of space on it, but he did one after the defeat, being like a bit down in the dumps. But then obviously the results came in last night, and he was like, "I'm fine now. I'm absolutely fine, and I've not got a Premier League game to worry about for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm absolutely fine."
And because they've won a few games, he doesn't have to worry about their manager being a freak show of a pig.
That's true.
That is a great. I mean, was it the manager or the owner?
That was he was talking about Dyche. He loves Marinakis. This guy.
Do they all still call him Mr. Marinakis?
Is that a thing?
I think so, yeah.
Putting respect on his name.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
That's what we used to get from Ben Fry, wasn't it?
Forelock tugging, yes.
Freak show of a pig.
Freak show of a pig, yep.
What does that mean? Just quickly, can we delve into the narrative of that?
It's not just a pig.
No. What would a pig look like? Yeah, what does it need to be a freak show of a pig?
Yeah, double snouted or something.
Double snouted.
Or it's a human who resembles a pig.
Humanoid pig.
Man-pig hybrid.
Right.
That'd be good in a freak show. I think the freak show's probably fallen out of fashion a bit these days, hasn't it?
It's called the X Factor.
Right, yeah.
I think that's fallen out of fashion too.
True. True enough. 20 years ago.
Can't do anything these days, can you? There's always Twitter. Still existing. So let's go to red side of the Trent again. This is a slightly more measured view of last night's game, but they're still obviously very unhappy to have not won that.
Wolves are shocking. They're a shocking team. They were awful from start to finish. They actually nearly won it at the end with that big chance, which is quite unbelievable. But they're really, really poor. Their fans will know that. The whole league knows that. They might not get to the 11-point mark. They're at 9 now. And they were really poor today. And we didn't capitalise at all. The entire team, I felt like, just strolled through that game. And by the time we got to 20, 25 minutes and we'd missed a lot of big chances, I thought, right, is this what it's going to be for the whole game? And if I'm honest, some of there's just a catalogue of choices that have sort of happened the last month and a half that have really annoyed me. We didn't get that striker signing in early. We didn't get a centre back to cover Murillo if he got injured, or Milenkovic if he got injured, and lo and behold, Murillo gets injured, and we had Morato, who was fine today, by the way. But Wolves were never going to score unless we marauded forward and left gaping holes in the back like we nearly did at the end. But in general, I blame a lot of people for today, and just the finishing was the number one thing. Sam said before we jumped on here, the final ball, dreadful. And just, some of the finishing, just lackadaisical. No one wanted to shoot. They kept wanting to pass it around like Arsenal of the 2010s, where they would never score and pass around forever. I'm just exhausted by this team. And this game is just a big, big miss now. That's a massive missed target for us. And we'll talk about the fixtures we have coming up because they're not great. And I'm just absolutely fuming at the whole thing.
Makes me wonder, with 3 manager sackings in 1 year, what their PSR implications are going to be for paying them all off.
That's true, yeah. I never thought
Millions there.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably I'm trying to think who will have had the biggest payoff. Do you think Nuno or Ange had the bigger one? I think Dyche's might have been smaller.
Yeah.
And then the next guy who they'll sack at the end of the season will presumably be very small, because they'll be, if it is Pereira, you'd imagine that's going to be like a Sam Allardyce short contract for him.
Yeah, they'll wait and they'll sack him on July the 1st.
Yeah, fair point.
So it falls into next season.
Well, will they still be paying Postecoglou, because he doesn't have another job, does he?
Yeah,
so will he still be on staff member?
I would be interested to know how they pay these off, whether they just keep paying them the salary or whether they get a lump sum, because the lump sum is the payment of the full contract, isn't it? Whereas I wonder for PSR reasons if they try and just carry on paying salary.
But would they be allowed to do that because Nuno's now at West Ham? I don't know how it works.
Well, maybe they carry on paying him and there's a lump sum part of it, but then they stop paying the monthly bit when he gets another job. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about football management contracts, sadly.
No.
But there is a chance they're going to end up paying 4 managers at one time, which is too many.
It's far too many. And right side of the...
Too many cooks spoil the broth. Have you heard of that saying?
Yes.
And red side of the Trent there said that he kept saying, I'm exhausted. And that's how it feels, doesn't it? When you're a football fan, just watching your club
Cellino
implode. Cellino. Or when we went down under Allardyce / Marsh a few years ago, you just sat there in the stadium going, or watching along going, what is going on? All of the decisions just seem wild. And yeah, you said before, Dan, like, if they go down, that's on the owner, and he deserves it.
That's what he deserves, yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to
can't run something like that.
No.
I'd like to know what Luca thinks as well. He mentioned the striker signing, because they essentially got the biggest player they could for Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
And sent off probably the more talented player on loan.
In Callum Wendo.
And now he's like, oh, I'm just this. And he looked shit again last night, which I was pleased with, because he looked shit against Leeds until he scored that header. But with the ball at his feet, he looks awful.
Yeah. And it also just speaks to a completely rudderless ship, doesn't it? It's just like wildly swinging from one emotional reaction to the next. And I don't think you can do that. I mean, as Farke has proved this year, like, there's a lot to be said for being on the level and even-handed. And he mentioned in one of his press conferences, didn't he, about emotionally, keeping it all in check, because players don't need to see a manager losing their shit. But I would say the same applies to the owner as well.
Yeah.
Interesting to hear him complaining about a Dyche team overpassing as well. That's because he was saying, we just saw side to side. You think, that's not what you imagine, is it, from a Dyche team? But maybe
unless they go side to side, just get it out to the wingers and then get it in mixer.
Yeah, but I don't know. You think just big diags. I suppose he's mainly been in charge of a team down the bottom, because they're playing Wolves, who are themselves down the bottom.
Seems to be one of the main charges against him is he doesn't know how to adapt to having better players when it's not just backs to the wall type football.
So maybe they should get rid of all the good players and kept Dyche.
Should have got Ashley Barnes in, and Tarky's actually all right. Is it evident? But you just get some of his old boys in.
He's going to end up back at Burnley, isn't he? They'll go down, even though it would make probably more sense to retain Scott Parker, because he's going to get you back up again. They go for Dyche, because I don't see a place for him in the Premier League now. Do you?
Probably not.
It's unlikely. This felt like his last chance, probably, to prove that he actually is a good manager, and because he was top of the firefighting list, wasn't he? I guess he'd moved into the Sam Allardyce position, just as Allardyce taking us down was probably his last job. This is probably Dyche's, although Dyche is younger. He might have a second go at it. People get fucking desperate.
I was going to say, and although they might look at it and say, well, he got 1.5, north of 1.5 points per game, so actually he's not that bad. It's just that he didn't fit the mould there.
I do feel he gets a lot of time though, does Dyche, from the press, because he's straight talking Englishman. He probably gets more time than a foreign manager would be allowed if he'd overseen this run of Forest games. Because on Match of the Day last night, I don't know if you saw it, but it was Danny Murphy and Alan Shearer, and they both being like, no, you've got to leave him in charge. And then he was sacked within about 10 minutes of the programme finishing. But you do wonder how they would have seen that if it had been, a Frenchman who they'd not heard of before. They'd have been like, well, I can see why it's not really working. He's not playing for him. He doesn't know the league. Because to watch Forest play, you wouldn't think they necessarily do know the league.
No.
Naive, Sean.
Right.
That's what I'm going to say. Let's move on then. Finish on a bit of Tottenham, who are now fully in the relegation battle, aren't they?
Okay.
Because we consider ourselves in it, don't we?
Yep.
So
until we're out of it, we're in it.
So they must be in it too. So We Are Tottenham TV from inside the big bowl at Tottenham, and they were lost 2-1 to Newcastle. There was a bit before this as well. He was saying how the ticket exchange never opened for this game because it hadn't sold out, which I think is a rarity there. And they were asking £80 a ticket.
It goes to show you how flimsy it all is, doesn't it?
Yeah, trying to charge £80 a ticket for the not particularly good seats there. But yeah, so the ticket exchange never opened. It wasn't sold out.
So you mean like season ticket holders couldn't sell their tickets back to the club?
It only opens when the normal tickets have sold.
Oh, that's dirty, isn't it?
Well, they want to keep your money, don't they?
Well, I get that, but still dirty, isn't it?
So presumably you could sell it back to the club, but they just wouldn't put it back on sale until all the full price tickets have.
I assume.
Imagine that. I'm sure they resell the tickets at full price anyway. But like I say, it all feels very flimsy, doesn't it? It goes to show the difference that 10 places in the table can make to the whole financial model there.
And it was also at least half empty by full time. You kind of showed around the stadium, and it was very sparse. So we'll hear from let's go to the new White Hart Lane or whatever they call it these days.
1 minute to go of stoppage time of the 6 minutes added on. This stadium is like a morgue right now. Oh my God, it's dead silent. It's empty, dreary. Spurs, looks like we're going to end this game 3 points above relegation. West Ham winning 1-0. Spurs not even offering a threat to get back in this game. It's worrying times, people. It is really worrying times.
Oh,
just like that at the end.
Yeah, that was glorious. What I was waiting for, to be honest.
Yeah, not good. Thomas Frank, not a good manager, it turns out.
No, I'm glad we haven't appointed him. And at no point did I advocate for that at any time during the season.
It's interesting to know where he goes next.
Yeah.
Probably abroad.
Palace.
Abroad, go abroad.
Yeah, I got a Palace in the summer.
You think?
Yeah. It feels absolutely, nailed on. That.
It's a soft landing for him, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's like,
don't have to move house.
Yeah. Although they might, of course, be in the Championship.
That's true.
That's true.
That's very true.
And I tell you what, it'd be hilarious if Tottenham are in the Championship, because if they can't sell out for Newcastle, they're going to struggle when Lincoln turn up on a Tuesday night.
Or maybe it goes to Fulham if Silva goes, something like that. I think all that it's something in London feels likely.
So I've not got any Palace stuff on this, but if you think about the general shape of their last year, of going FA Cup, starting the league really well, everything's good, then feeling like it was falling apart. But then they beat Brighton in that really big, important derby. And then the new striker scores 2 goals.
Never heard of him.
And they're like, at that point in that game, they'll be like, oh, everything's fine now, thank God.
We've rebooted it.
Yeah, it's all reset, thank God. And
we'll see out the season with Glasgow, then we go again.
Yeah, and then Burnley score more goals than they've scored in their lives in the space of 2 minutes or something. And they'll be like, oh.
Right.
This is, okay. Turns out it's still fucked.
Football, eh?
Yeah. Right then, so what do Spurs do? De Zerbi is favourite for it. I'm going to bring another name in here. Name I've not mentioned particularly until this. There's a lot to take in.
Okay.
Someone we've heard from before. See what you think.
So there's rumours of a guy called Sam Allardyce, who's kind of a semi-retired football coach here in England. I've met Sam. Probably could call him if I wanted. And he's actually born in the year of the horse. So maybe they get Sam in just to do a job temporarily till the end of the season, and he actually will enhance the winning quotient for Spurs to win the Champions League. He'll keep them in the Premier League, and there's a good chance he could win the Champions League with them because he's in the year of the horse. So I think Spurs will win regardless of who they get. I mean, there might be some that they bring in that really makes it difficult. But if they get Allardyce, I think there's a very good chance that enhances it would naturally enhance their possibility of winning, which a lot of people will not see. The year of the fire horse starts 17th of Feb. They play Arsenal, I think, 20th of February. I would highly suspect that Spurs beat Arsenal. A lot of people say it's the new manager effect, all that. But I saw it before that they would beat Arsenal, I believe, on the 20th. I think Arsenal was the year of the dog, which is favourable to the horse, but Spurs are in their full energy year then.
So you heard it here first.
My brain is just melted. Can I just say I am also a horseman?
Is that right?
Yeah. So look at my my Chinese zodiac birthday.
How do you work that out? Is it just
I don't know how to do this.
Well, I mean, you might not want to give your full date of birth out here on the show, but
okay. But I can tell which year I'm in.
I mean, if you want, I could just send you the Wikipedia page that it's on. If you go on Wikipedia and put in Chinese zodiac and then scroll down to the section that's marked years, find your birth date.
Oh, I'm horse as well, I think.
Are we the two horsemen?
So are you? Do you fancy the Spurs job?
I mean,
hold on. He said horse and then he said fire horse.
Have you not seen a fire horse?
Would you set fire to a horse?
Oh, I'm a rat. Fuck off.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make that figures. Yeah.
That's not very good, is it?
Dan thought you were a rat when you clicked play on that and it was Tom Numbers.
Well, the other ones are better than that.
Yeah.
There's an ox, a tiger,
a pig,
a rabbit ain't great.
Freak show of a pig.
Freak show of a pig. Your dragon, your snake, your horse, your sheep, your monkey, your rooster, your dog and your pig. I think rat's the worst one.
Yeah.
Ah, it's good if it don't mean anything, isn't it?
But we're both, in terms of yin or yang, we're both yang, Michael.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Or is that bad?
I don't know.
It remains to be seen, doesn't it? But we had, because Tom Numbers said earlier in the year that he thought Thomas Frank could do well because he was an alien.
Little alien, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said he thought it was an alien who'd maybe been sent with some messages.
Sure.
The message he was sent with was that Spurs need to be involved in a relegation battle. But then, of all the outlandish stuff Tom Numbers has said, and he's made a few claims. Yes. I think Sam Allardyce going in at Spurs and winning the Champions League is maybe top of the list.
Yeah.
I know he said Princess Diana was in witness protection with Johan Cruyff and JFK, although he may have died in witness protection due to the fact he'd be over 100 years old.
Yeah.
He did have to acknowledge that. But I think that's all still a bit more likely than Sam Allardyce going in and winning the Champions League.
What I enjoyed most of all was the little sidebar there, which was, we'll probably call him if I want. It reminds
flex.
It's the IT guy in the UK office.
The office, yeah.
Yeah, who just makes all these outlandish. I'm a ninja at the weekend. Could ring him if I want.
I think he does have a route into him because he does seem to genuinely speak to Matt Letizia, and I reckon Letizia probably does have Allardyce's number.
Yeah, it reminded me of Alan Partridge, just the idea that there's people in his orbit who are very important.
Yeah.
I thought the next thing he was going to say was, I'll tell you straight away, Sue Cook's pulled out.
It's interesting thinking about the 6 degrees of freedom in relation to us doing this, because I reckon if we reached out to Kinnear, he's definitely got Big Sam's number.
That's true.
So we're only a couple of degrees away from Big Sam.
We've probably got a few people. Phil Hay could get it.
Easy.
He'd put it in the Athletic Slack channels or whatever. Yeah. Ornstein's got it, hasn't he? Phil knows Ornstein.
I've got Eddie Gray's number.
There you go.
I know.
Have you done the numbers on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not polluting him with that shit. It's not so Eddie.
Eddie, have a listen to this clip, what do you reckon?
Oh, the boy. Right, is that it then? That fucking brainless ending?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, we've gone a bit long, but obviously I had to make room for left Tom Numbers for the end to give people something to think about.
Yeah, sure.
Year of the horse.
Yeah, year of the rat, Michael. What a letdown.
You said, asked me earlier what's the most disappointed I've been or whatever. To find out I'm a rat. Sorry, everyone.
Don't apologise to us. Speak to your parents. Right, we'll wrap it up there. We are going to chat to Bryn Law before the week is out. Look out for that in your feed on Friday. Usual match ball shenanigans. After Birmingham on Sunday. We'll see you in a bit.
The Square Ball Podcast.